Hello there, and welcome to a new game review. This game is going to be interesting. I didn't hit my quota on the puzzles that I've set for myself, but I still felt like I want to play a game myself. I felt sure that I'm not gonna do a big mistake. I can still focus on it, and I didn't want to review another game. I wanted to play my own and review my own game. I was kind of eager to play it, so let's get right into it. I'm not gonna spoil what happened in this game. Um, he starts queenside. I respond in kind. He surprises me with this move. I don't know exactly what name it has. I'm gonna see in the review exactly what would be the best way to counter this. I felt surprised. I took the pawn. Now the thing here is that I realized that he can check my king and then freely take the pawn, and it's gonna be pawn for pawn, and he gets to develop his queen. But then I realized that I can just move my bishop to deflect the queen, then he takes the pawn, and then I make a move with the pawn to develop it and also make a pressure for the queen. Then he has to move his queen again, and then I can start developing with the horses or with the pawn. So I didn't feel like I'm going to lose a lot out here. He doesn't do it. He develops his middle even more, so I decide to stop him from advancing even more. Then does this. Probably, I think he wanted me to stop me from coming here with the bishop, so I cannot check his king. Because then, but feel like he has a lot of options here to block it. Um, and I think with the pawn, with the bishop would be the best. And even if I exchange it, then he can take with the queen, and he still has plenty of options. But yeah, he's sealed my opportunity to come here. That was interesting in itself. I wanted if he sealed my opportunity to do that, then I wanted to seal his opportunity to come with the queen anywhere here. He comes with a horse here, probably to solidify an attack on this position. Honestly, here I knew that if I'm going to move my horse out, he can move his pawns. Here on the left side was the right side, my side. So my right side would be the most advantageous for me because if he advances, I can take with the pawn. Then he cannot take with the queen because my queen would defend it. But yeah, I don't know why I felt like I want to move this one in case he has some trick and then we can exchange queens. And I didn't want to exchange queen. So I moved my bishop to develop it. Probably I should have moved my horse here and take his pawn with mine, because then if he wants to take it, yeah, he's protected by his own pawn. So that's what it was. So like if his queen comes here, then I have to take it, and he takes with his pawn, which is not in my favor. Eden develops his bishop to I don't know, to seal this angle, I think. I move my horse out so that he doesn't change his mind and go here. Instead, he goes with the pawn. Now, usually I would like to go here if I had my pawn to go with the horse there, but now I can't, so I need to make another move. Now I'm thinking I can go here, but there's no real development there. Then I can go here and take this bishop, put pressure on it, but I think I like this one more, coming here and putting more pressure on this side of the table. Basically, if he wants to move something too much, I can properly secure a lot of spaces and also threaten the bishop. He moves the bishop to threaten my queen, protected by his horse, so I cannot take it. I move my bishop in to deflect it. I didn't want to move my pawn because I wanted to castle on the left side. He moves his queen to protect this one even more, so that if I take it with a bishop, then he can take with a queen and come closer. I didn't like that, so I moved my pawn forward to force him into moving away. He decides instead of moving away, like going back, because we take by the horse, or going here where I could double it, and then I would castle on the right. He decides to take my bishop, so I decided to take it at the same time. Then he moves here. I'm thinking that he wants a castle on the left. That's good. I can't stop him from doing it. I can come honestly with the horse here, but there's nothing protecting it. And there's no place where I can move the queen without being in danger. So the queen is kind of stuck here. I decide to castle anyway because I wanted that to be secure. He moves his queen here, which makes me kind of unsure what he wants to do. I can see his angle pretty clear here. He can't move here because otherwise I would take him. He can't go here to basically allow the queen to move in here, um, and basically give a checkmate to my king. Going here, they can't. Coming here, they can't either because of the horse. So I'm not sure exactly what he wanted to do by this one. Maybe to have the room for his horse to come here, because if he would come here, then I'll take him. Regardless, I'm thinking that I want to move my queen away and to have an opportunity to do it without moving like he did. So I'm moving my pawn here. If he's going to take, then I take it and I have an access towards here. I'm gonna need at least a couple of moves to arrive here. Honestly, this one would have been the best move for me. So doing this one probably would have been the best. So we can take, or like I take with the queen. Yeah, I'm going like this. He takes with the pawn. I take with the queen, and then I come. Actually, no, even better. Click like this. This is dead. Then the horse comes here. This one is dead, and I have the horse here. And then another one would be here. And after all this move, I have the queen here, and I can make a shot for the king that's really strong. But I didn't think about that. I just thought about this angle. I still have a +1 material from the beginning when I took the pawn. Now I can secure all these 3 pawns. They are protected. Honestly, this bishop is sort of stuck here. Maybe I should have done this in order to free him and allow him to get out. He comes here to, I think, protect his pawn. I'm not sure exactly why he came again here. I mean, surely he can come here, but with the bishop. But again, my pawn is protecting that square, so he needs to do one move, two moves, two moves, and then go for a checkmate. So there are plenty of moves that he needs to go until then. And I am considering what should I do here because honestly, this bishop is stuck. So like now that I'm thinking about it, I think I would have moved this pawn so I can activate my rook or even my horse. I think my horse would be better to move from there. But now that I'm looking like this, moving my horse here would mean that I'm freeing a straight shot for the rook. So I think maybe the best option would have been first to move the horse there or here in order to protect the rook. But yeah, I didn't see that in during the game. I decided to move forward with the pawn because I had this in mind. So when you look at the table, he can take with my pawn, with his pawn, mine is dead. I take with the horse, he's dead. He can take with his horse, mine is dead. I can take it with my queen, horse dead. We got a check on the king. Now he can move his horse or his king in these directions in order to block the check. Whatever he chooses to do, he cannot protect his rook at the end of all that. I will take it, and if wherever he moves is going to be another check. So I like that exchange, and I do it. I don't see really a way for him to escape that. So instead of taking with the pawn, I was surprised he took with a horse. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take with my horse because I like this exchange again. Like I said, I like the exchange. But I didn't think that, yeah, he's not going to go for the pawn. He's going to go for the rook. Now, when I saw this, I knew that I kind of did a mistake because I didn't know how to develop this further. And I had to wait for the next move and think about what I want to do. And the idea that I came up with was to block the queen here. And I didn't know exactly how to do it. So I thought that if I'm going with the horse here, then the queen is kind of stuck. They can't go anywhere except here. If they want to take the pawn, they're dead. If they want to take the horse, they're dead. If they stay anywhere here, they're dead, and they can only take my rook, and then I'll take it. And sure, they took 2 of mine rooks. I took his queen. I still am in a good advantage. So I thought about moving the horse here. Now, I trick. That took me like around 40 seconds to think about it. Now, I cheated a bit because I was curious what exactly I did. It was a brilliant move, and we're going to see that later. But in seeing that one, immediately like close was allowed me to see that the option that would have allowed me to do what what I wished to do was to have moved the bishop here. And honestly, I didn't think about it. I couldn't see it in the game. Moving the bishop here would force the queen to grab something. So moving the bishop here would force the queen into taking something or being eaten without much response. Yeah, we'll see that in the game review. Unfortunately, I came up with this idea because it kind of stops the queen from taking anything else. And I thought, yeah, I mean, the queen will come here. And yeah, now I don't really have an idea on how to stop the queen. I knew that and actually, I think I could have moved the bishop here to threaten it again, protected by this one. But then they could come here, um, or here. No, here, no. Back here. So they could have come here or here. Um, but yeah, I didn't really have an idea, and I know this one was vulnerable now, so I decided to move my rook here to protect the bishop. I I didn't know what else to do exactly because I still was hoping that he's going to take the horse with the bishop. Like he's gonna see that he's a bit stuck here, so probably he's okay. Let's take material. Unfortunately, he wasn't. He wasn't as empty-minded as I hoped he would be, and he decides to pin my horse with my queen. So basically, if I want to move the horse away now, um, basically the queen is lost. And then I thought about what I can do with the queen, and I didn't really see a way where I can protect. I mean, the horse is lost, and I don't see any. I try to think about any kind of way where sacrificing my queen would render a better result than this. And the next move, I really stood a lot to think about it. And then I realized there's a combination that I can do, which by the end of it, we're gonna be equal, even if he has a +2. So uh, I thought about like all the possibilities that I can do. I even thought about like maybe it was unfortunate that with the horse, no matter where I moved, I couldn't check the king. Because if this one was anywhere else, that by the next move I would land here. Um, Actually, no, because then he would still take me with the bishop. Um, Here I can't. The horse, yeah. I mean, even taking, even if I had something like, anyway, taking the king, taking a shot at the king, and then being able to freely take the rook, then it was great. But there was no such option. There was not no place where I can move this horse that would justify losing the queen. No combination of this, not even two moves. Say I move here, then he takes my queen, then where can I move to do damage? Nowhere. There's I don't I tried finding one, but I didn't. I wasn't able to do it. Instead, my throat is a little bit punishing me right now. Instead, I found some solution with this horse. Um, Up to now, horses have never disappointed me, so th that's what I applied more attention to. So I was thinking that I'm going to move my horse here and I'm going to threaten this queen again. Um, they can't do much except run away. If they run away, I can still take it. There's no place, honestly, after moving here that the queen can move and not die. So here is dying, dying, dying. So is here. Here is also dead. Here is dead. Here is dead. Here is dead. I don't think there's anything they can do. So as you can see, it took me around almost 5 minutes. Uh, there's no place where the queen can go and escape with its life. It can try and salvage this and take that, but I will still take it. So I was like, if you want to pin my queen because of the horse, then I'm going to directly challenge the queen. And he chooses to take the horse, and I was sure he's going to take my queen as well. And the neat part in all of this is that after I take his queen, he will obviously take my queen. I can take him with the horse. It took me a good 5 minutes to see this one, and it lands us in a draw because, like I said, I didn't know how to capture the queen with the bishop here. Maybe it was brilliant if like the game saw a brilliant moves when I moved the horse around here, but maybe it saw it as a brilliant move because it expected me to know to move the bishop here, but I didn't. Well, the game in itself is a win. Is a win by itself in my book because I learned about this combination and because I managed to salvage this like in the past when I would lose my rook here, then I would just completely numbly go around saying like, yeah, I'm gonna still make a comeback, but not making a solid effort to do it. And this time I brought the draw home, let's see. So um, here he castles, and I'm thinking what I can do. Honestly, I'm in a pretty bad situation. I want to develop my piece. I'm thinking here that I'm going to attack his horse. Then if he comes here, it allows me to. Well, honestly, I wanted to move two-sided. Two-sided, like my objective was to come here and threaten this rook. So that's what I wanted to move. Basically, I wanted to move the horse here, and then before moving here, wanted to move my bishop here. He would take it, and then I would fork both of them. Not a great move, but it's a good move regardless. Like for example, right now, if I can escape of the bishop and come here with the rook, it's a checkmate. Problem is that this bishop is not protected by anyone right now, so I decide to force him to choose that, and he chose to move his pawn, which actually was a good choice not to take it with this bishop, because that later on would have allowed me to checkmate the king, but now the king can escape through here. Now I come here to threaten the rook. The rook moves here. He has two pawns that he can attack. There's no way for me to defend it, so I decide to move my rook here and take his bishop. I'm like, okay, you want to take my pawns? Fine, I'm gonna take your bishop. But I didn't see that he can literally move like that. Anyway, I couldn't defend all of them, so then I decided to take a pawn myself. Then he takes mine. I decide to move my horse here because then I'm gonna win another pawn, and I can also attack this bishop. But he decides to check me. I decide to move. He decides to check me again. I move my pawn to defend my king. Then he moves close in order to defend this pawn, which was a good choice by him. But yeah, I was thinking here like what exactly I can do to protect my pieces here. And I think that the best thing I could do is like move my king around here and then try to take more pieces with the rook, like more pawns. But this one are protected. This one is also protected. So I decided to get rid of his bishop here. And then he takes it because like it's double-sided. So now I can come here and threaten to take this pawn, but I didn't think that he's going to decide to come here. So I decided to move here and maybe scare him off that I can take both pawns. But obviously this one is defended, so he needs to move closer. Now I realize that he can come next to my rook, so I decide to move like this and then check him. Maybe he moves his king somewhere another side when I can take this one, but he doesn't. And here really I'm in a big pinch because I don't know how to play this part of the game. Obviously, we are in the end game, and I don't know exactly what to do. Sure, he has stacked pawns, um, but if I want to come with the king here, he can come with his rook here, so I cannot develop this one. I can move my pawns clearly, but he can escape. The only thing that I can do is to try and push him in this side, but this one is an escape pocket, so I didn't know exactly what I can do really. Um, so I decided to move my pawn here forward. I wanted to put pressure on the king. He decides to block me, so I cannot take it. Then I move my king here because I'm thinking I'm gonna push this pawn. If you want to take me, then I'm taking with my king. Then I can solidify these sides, and then I just need to move somewhere around here, check him, and then push my pawn to become queen. But then he moved here and managed to basically protect this entire side. And there's nothing I can do because this would create an en passant and allow him to move over. Um, so I truly feel like I don't know how to handle this situation. And I will want to look at in the review and gather some more knowledge on how I can play this. Personally, I feel like if I move this one and allow this pawn to move forward, it's going to allow him to make a queen faster. Um, I didn't know exactly what to do with my rook now. Maybe if he remained here, then I could have moved here and check him, and then move here and take it. But then I saw like I can check the king, and if he wants to come around here, so like I check him. He can take with my pawn. I can't take it because the king is here, so I need my rook here. So I come with the rook here to defend this area. He pushes forward. I decide to check the king because if he takes me, I can take with my rook, and then I can turn this one in a queen. Well, in my mind, that was a good idea. The only thing is, I don't have enough movements. Like he can do it faster than I can, and then he can check me. He can check me faster than I can turn in a queen. For example, if he takes me, I forget if he takes me. Yeah, he takes me. Even if so, I'm forced here to take. Then he moves. Now I have one, two, three, four moves. He needs one, two, three. I need four. And here I stood some time to think about what I can do exactly. Um, and at this point, I don't know what I could have done. I couldn't move my rook here because of this pawn. Um, if I wanted to come with the rook here, I would have needed at least two, three moves. Yeah, I needed three moves. Like at least one, two, three. Yeah, fourth move. So here I cannot come to check the king, and it wouldn't help me anyway. I cannot take this one because the king is protecting it. Uh, Maybe I should have moved with the king here, but then again, I didn't see exactly what that would accomplish. Um, but yeah, and honestly, here I just moved this one, thinking that he's going to take this one, and yeah, I didn't really know what to do anymore from here. And now that I'm thinking about it, so like from here, I can already tell you a spoiler. I'm losing the game here because I didn't know how to handle this. Um, thing is that maybe I should have moved this one here. Would have moved here. He sees this one. I take this one. Then he would probably want to check me. I have to move. He would turn probably. Actually, no. I think he can check me. Takes. I cannot take it. So yeah, that would be a bad move on my part. So he can check me. And I can come here. Then he turns a queen. The only thing I can do is check him. So like what I had in mind is that I'm going to check him. So like coming back takes, I can check him, but he escapes. That's what I had in mind basically. Um, but if I would have done this. Okay, yeah, that's actually no, like this. Check him. He needs to go back. I take this. Um, and I check him. He checks me. He comes here, turns a queen. Yeah, that's. I have no idea what to do. Um, there's not much I can do. Okay, let's get to the game review. Okay, get to the first game. Okay, common move. Temporary game that can easily be earned back later. Okay, he takes full control of the center and allows the light square bishop to attack the pawn on c4. Yeah, it attacks me with this one. Okay, attacks with this one. I move this one, prepares your bishop for development. Whoever done the best. Move the horse, but then he can develop here. Okay. He moves this one is because he didn't find the right idea. Because they didn't take this one. I think it maybe more movement would have been like this with the queen. I move this one to protect my pawn. I managed to do it. Okay. I'm curious what I should have done here as my best option. to see the opening until the end. Okay, and then what? Go like this and defend it? Actually, no, I think maybe king side. What's the best then move? Nah, thank you. Thank you for helping me a lot. He takes that one and then probably I move this one. Okay. So okay, that's considered an accuracy, that's considered best, is another inaccuracy. This is an accuracy on my side. I should have 1 second, I should have what, moved my pawn forward? Interesting. To have this one defended, I guess. I'm not sure exactly why this is the best move considered. This one to just gain more material. Moving this one to okay. I move this one, protected by the bishop. He would move here, I would take it. And then you take with the bishop here instead of taking with the rook. What if I take with the rook? I would ignore it anyway. Decent. Decent, man, questionable. Take the force. Double taking it, moving the rook. Yeah, it's kind of open. Why don't I? This one thing, but it's not protected, so like, why would I do that? Okay, to threaten it with this one. Take, take, probably the rook? No, moves the horse, yeah, saving the horse. Can move here, but then he can take me. Well, that'd be a good move. Some material. Protecting the horse. I mean, if I do this, what, I can take it with anything, with something? What can I take it with? Oh, I think this is like a, still a +1 for me? Okay. Fine. I mean, this is an interesting development. Coming back to it, this consider doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. Okay, he moves there, my horse. He does a mistake, shall follow up. Which consider a great move, this one. Ah, wow, okay. Which actually ends up happening, but uh, in a different timing, I guess. What I could have done better. Move there? Why? Protecting this rook, maybe, I think. Right? Because I don't see much what I can do. And this is considered a good move? Yeah, now it's considered a good move. To protect the foundation of this one, I guess. Okay, takes it, takes the pawn. And the queen, okay. Castle. And he castles too, yeah. Well, okay. Okay. Your better option was to increase the bishop score by moving to a better square. Ah, okay. Well, good to remember that this one is a better move here as a bishop. Not, I mean, this bishop will remain here a long time, even when I should have moved it, because I didn't know where to move it. So yeah, it's good to remember. And it's interesting because my tempo was in my favor. I had a +1. It was an even game, but now we have the advantage. Yeah, I actually end up doing it. What would have been best though? Moving here so I can develop the horse. Show me the follow-up. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I don't think a player would have done this. I think the player would have done this one. And then I would take this. Yeah, and then castle. Still move this one, I guess. Going for my bishop, supposedly, and then this one move here, they eventually do it, but like 1,000 years later. So I can get exactly why that happens, okay. Quite interesting to see. Okay, he comes here, then doesn't help their position at all. Show the follow-up. Yeah, I didn't think about moving this bishop. I moved the pawn here. Your best move to increase the bishop scope. Yeah, okay. Then he moves the advantage and their knight is now lost with this move. Okay, okay. Interesting development, but it didn't happen like that because it moved like this. Okay. I do end up doing the brilliant move. He takes my rook, and this is the mistake that I was saying. Missed piece trap. I could have trapped the queen, and then I could take it. And honestly, yeah, I like these exchanges a lot more, and I'll end up with a +2 here. His rook is definitely still stuck here. I can come here like sneakily. You can win a pawn with a fork. And then I take this one, and then I can win another one. So like I would win this pawn. So yeah, that would have been great, but I didn't know about it. I couldn't think on the moment on this, and it is what it is. This is considered a blunder because it will cost me the horse. Now this is a good move. You attack a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. I think the best move that it sees is this one. Show me the follow-up. Takes that one, and they have no continuity. Honestly, if I considered moving the queen away, but I didn't know what to do from there. So like now I can move the queen back. I don't know where the accent is coming from. And yeah, and now it escapes and it has a +5. It's a huge advantage on the white side. It still is because well, the queen can still escape, but he did the mistake of taking it, and now it's 0.2. The game considers that if I take it, I'd have taken the rook would have been a better advantage. So like this is 0, and the game says that I should have taken this, then this one, then this one, and I would have had a 0.5. It seems, which is interesting by itself, just because he moved his pawn here instead of sitting here, probably because there is more advantage with uplifting pawns, I think. I'm curious here what it says that should have happened. Okay, putting an attack on that one. Okay, protecting the pawn. Developing. He protects the pawn. And I kind of lost all the advantage that I had. I had like 0.5 and you made me to go 0.1. I don't like what you did. Anyway, so we were here and that's my exchange and he can castle. Probably it's 0 like this because he can push it here and have double advantage. Finally, I moved my bishop there. I think he wanted me to move here to basically go for this pawn, but I had other things in mind. He goes well here. That's considered a great move because of this exchange. And I can still go for the bishop. But what's not happening is that he takes with that, and I still do it. He moves that it's a great move, the one is a good move. What have been the best? Moving my pawn. Yeah, he cannot take this one. I falsely saw in the game that he can take both of them. So yeah, that's also an issue. I only had to move that one. That's considered a good one. Yeah, I should have moved it here to protect this other one. This one was already protected. so he couldn't take it. That's why I moved here, and that error costs me a pawn, but then I can take it back. Ooh, this is a mistake. You're keeping the best, but that move makes your position worse because he can check me, which actually happens. Ooh, he could have pinned the rook with the horse. I see. Yeah, I would have lost it eventually. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that. What we could have done best though? Move the horse here, and then he moves here to protect this bishop. And then I can take this one. I think I don't think he would have done. Actually, yeah, I think he would have done because then, yeah, it's a blunder. Yeah, he has to do this one, and I can do this. Then I need to go back, and then I can take this one again, and that would have been great. Actually, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I didn't think about it. Would have been nice to think about it, but I didn't. Oh well, it is what it is. I just took this one because then I knew I can take this one. He punished an accurate play but didn't catch it. Uh, I move here instead of moving here. That would allow me this piece and this piece at the same time. I failed to see the fork, and that's on me. Definitely been better to move here. He can still check me. I'll move here. He would still, yeah, he has to check me. And I move the pawn here. And then he moves to protect that one. And then I can come here. And then he comes here, which eventually, like, well, ends up happening. Um, I can technically come here with the horse, but for nothing. Okay, so mostly that's what exactly happens. But I decide to take it. Okay, that's considered a good move. Okay, still best move. Okay, pushing the past pawn. An excellent move, but not the best one. The best one would have been to move here. Okay. This is just good. I should have moved here. Okay, and if you moved here, then what? Okay. Then what? You can just push more. Okay. He goes here. What the hell? He just needs to buy time. Even move like this one, I think. Nah, I think this is a mistake. No, it's a good one move. Okay. Then he can just move here. Okay. Okay. He checks me. And I go. Yeah, he comes next to me. I think I'll check him. Coming here. Probably I would. Nah, I think this is a mistake. Yeah, it's blunder. Anything I do here, I don't think I can. It's considered 0.0, but I need to see the other interface where he can show me the move that I can do. No, it's a mistake. I think coming here maybe it's a thing. And now he secures the pawn. Maybe the only thing I can do is to check him. Yeah. Check him again. How is this a great move? I think you're blind or something. Okay. Wow, another great move. How is this a great move? Yeah, what I really don't see how this achieves victory. Anyway, yeah, and I can just do this ad infinitum, I suppose. Because with this one pushed, he cannot come here. Let me get a little bit. Okay, here. I came here, pushed. Okay, he told me to go there, and I think I would go here. Yeah, this is very good. better than moving there. So now what? Um, and maybe this one here, and then hit this one, and this one probably would still be a blunder. Yep, it's a blunder. You left the pawn hanging, you can capture it. Yeah. Okay, let's go this way. Now it's considered a blunder. Then this way. Yeah. It needs to come this way. It can come this way. Still not a good choice. And then I just dance around, I guess. Because he can't leave this way. And I just move around and I force a draw. I don't really see an escape from this. Yeah, this was a blunder, mistake. Huh? Was there any way that I could punish this one? Just coming back, I suppose. Nah, not even that. Yeah. Okay, can I see another interface that can help me see the best moves? I think around here would help me to see it. It's plus 0.2. Okay. Plus 0.4. And by this time it's plus 0.44. Yeah, here it's already a big disadvantage on me. Here it's still plus 0. So I think from here on I should see the follow-up. Okay, should have pushed this one. Take this one. Okay. Ooh, okay, I see. So he's like this, but he never pushed this one. Like, actually he did. Okay. Yeah, and I should have moved this one. And the game is telling me that he should have moved this one. Then move my pawn. Now this one is not protected. He gets to protect this one and I take this one. Okay. And he gets to move this one. I guess I take my king out. He goes in to protect those. I think I can move here, honestly. There's nothing he can do to defend them. He can check me, supposedly. Ooh, the best option was to activate the king by getting it off on the back rank. Alright, I can still do this. And I'm pinning, yeah, and I'm pinning my piece there, so I don't think that's an option. What about this one? Yeah, you can do that. Can do this. Move. Mistake. Your better option was to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. Put it here and then move with my king, I guess. He can come here. So I check him. He needs to come here. Then I move like this. Probably he moves into take it. If he comes here and I take this one and I still have a pawn. He come here. I come here to... no. Okay, he comes here. I think I want to go, I think he's gonna want to go in that direction to protect the pawn. So I'm gonna check him. He wants to move here. I want to move back. He's going here again. Or if I move here, am I losing? No, that's good. Okay, show me the follow-up. Okay. And it's draw. Yeah, it's it's something definitely interesting to keep in mind. And maybe next time I'll be able to play until this moment. Yeah, for me it was definitely a good learning experience. Um, See you on the next one. Cheers.